This week on Wardens, two Michigan conservation officers on opposite sides of the state patrol waterfowl hunters in and around state-managed public hunting areas.
You don't think that that's a serious enough thing to almost shoot your partners, that you don't need to get a ticket out of that?
And also, a look into what it takes to place bans on woodcock.
If a good dog is a high school graduate, a good banding dog is a college graduate.
Wild animals and wild places. They're more than a picture. They're inspiration, excitement, and adventure. Patrolling and protecting these natural resources is a first-class band of peace officers. These are the Wardens, dedicated to the preservation of our great outdoors. Waterfowl hunting is a passionate pursuit for many of Michigan's outdoor enthusiasts. The opening day for most duck species varies in the state's 3 management units. However, the season for teal and Canada geese opens statewide on September 1st. It's a day that most waterfowl hunters look forward to months ahead of time. In the state's District 7, Officer B.J. Goulet is part of a group patrol on opening day that's monitoring waterfowl hunters in and around the Grand Haven State Game Area. This state-owned and managed hunting property is a popular place that can feature stiff competition for the prime hunting spots.
It's not uncommon. People are camping out, and I think some of the groups we checked earlier today said they got there at 2 this morning to claim their spot. That's not uncommon. When it comes to regular waterfowl season, it'll be even earlier. People will be getting there at 8, 10 o'clock the night before to camp out all night to save their spots. So it's a popular spot.
Officer Goulet checked the licenses and firearms of several hunting parties who were hunting from their boats.
Oh, there's your signature.
Yeah, it's on the bottom. It didn't write very well.
Sneak it in there. That's all right. Still works.
I'm gonna have my fishing license.
Yeah, nice little guy.
He's a good boy.
Taking my time, trying not to get wet.
Hey.
Whoa.
Thank you. Perfect, thank you.
Got one more goose.
I was gonna say, these guys on the lawn pulling them in for you, or what?
Well, I tried working on the geese for them.
Yeah.
They've shot a ton of geese today.
I bet you they've shot 15.
Bands
Good
them.
deal. Nice. Because they were all just roosting over here, weren't they?
Yeah.
After not encountering or observing any violations, CO Goulet saw a hunting party on shore near a home.
Try to spend some time out here, but like I said, especially with the teal, it's kind of like slower going because you're sitting and watching as you go. But, well, guess
If you guys want to go through all of our stuff, I mean, we're legal. So if you want mine, I got to walk up to the truck and get it, which I'm more than happy to do.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead.
Fish. That's fish. I got those two, and I got the base online. Got it printed out.
Yeah, I won't let you buy them if you don't have your base anyway. That's the one nice thing about the new system. So if somebody doesn't have their base with them, it's...
Do you want to check plugs too?
Yeah, sure. You can just unload and then just show me that you can't get more than 2 into your magazine.
Yeah, I'll just load my chamber.
Good. Yeah, I got you too. Yep. That one's here. Perfect. Good. All right. He's checking out your body count here. 2, 3, 4.
Got a lot of bodies here. So there's 13 up here.
It's always interesting to see the hunters where people picture in their head waterfowl hunters are going to be out in the cattails in the swamp, and today we were going to cross 2 separate parties that are literally hunting in somebody's backyard on a waterfront property, and both did very well. Well, good deal, guys. It's a nice pile.
Michigan Conservation Officer B.J. Goulet is patrolling teal and goose hunters on the statewide opener for both species. He started his patrol before daylight by observing the hunting parties around him. After watching hunters for around 2 hours, CO Goulet made contact with them. As afternoon approaches, he keeps checking hunting licenses and the equipment that the waterfowlers are using.
Perfect. Good deal. You guys got a couple life jackets in here somewhere?
Yes, we do. I have 3 or 4 up there, and I got, I think, 1 back here.
Yep, you're good. That's fine. Well, good deal, guys.
Thanks, bud. What's your name?
BJ.
Thanks, DJ. Yep.
Later, Officer Goulet encounters a boat with 3 hunters.
Yep, I got it. I guessed right on which way to slate, so.
Same with mine.
Oh, this is yours, Hunter.
Thought you took the pictures upside down just to try to mess with me.
My bad. I'm not used to those Androids.
No, you're fine. So just go ahead and slide rounds up in the tube there for me, and okay, you're good. Yep. It's always fun trying to figure out the song and dance and which button you got to click and
It's the
thing.
first time I've used it since last year, so
I just got mine. So. I upgraded
I
this
got
year.
2.
All right.
Let's see.
Sounds like those guys are right in the middle there.
There's been someone right there. You're really close.
You put 3.
I got 4.
Any more?
Where's your show box at? There's one right here.
All right. So you know, obviously you guys know. Did you not clue him in on the?
He's only had 3 shells in the whole time. I told him, I was like, hey, you can hold more, but you're only allowed 3 in there. So no, we're well aware of that.
Okay. Was there a reason why you didn't
I've just,
put a plug in it?
I just didn't have time to go grab a plug, that's all. This is literally his first time ever out.
Everybody gets nervous when the game wardens are out.
Approximately 5 weeks later, in the southeastern corner of the state, in District 9, Officer Ben Lasher is patrolling waterfowl hunters on the opening day for ducks in the state's South Zone. He has gotten into position before daylight to monitor hunters in the St. Clair Flats Management Unit.
The St. Clair Flats is the largest freshwater delta in the world, where the St. Clair River runs into the Lake St. Clair, and it divvies into 4 different channels, and the multiple islands in the area. It's a very immense marsh, both on the United States and the Canadian side. Some of the best duck hunting we have in the state of Michigan is here on St. Clair Flats.
While still waiting for legal hunting hours, Officer Lasher hears gunshots. He quickly determines the hunting party from which the sound came.
Because I heard them racking the action on the gun, I'm pretty confident they were loading it. And that was a misfire, because I haven't seen a bird flying in the air yet. We were working early shooters this morning. We got out there before it got daylight. The published hunting hours are in the hunting guide, and waterfowl hunters have to abide by those hours published in the guide, and it's based on sunrise and sunset. And we were setting up on that one crew, and I could hear somebody working the action of their gun, and then we had the gun go off, which I thought probably was an accidental discharge.
As daylight breaks and birds come into the area, CO Lasher continues to monitor hunters.
This group over here, who I think had that accidental misfire because they're loading their gun 15 minutes before daylight, is leaving they took their blind down, but they're leaving it out here. We watched those guys hunt, shoot some birds. They were in a couple of man-made blinds. I was interested to see what they were going to do with their man-made blinds, if they're going to remove them, if they had their names on them, all that kind of stuff, because we wouldn't want that stuff getting left in the field to get sucked up into our farming equipment that Wildlife Division runs to plant corn and soybeans and buckwheat in the area for habitat and for the resource for the ducks to come down.
When the hunting party that had the early gunshot begins to pack up their belongings, Officer Lasher packs up his equipment and heads off to meet them by the entrance to the area.
Morning, fellas. Good? A lot of shooting for all that little bit of meat you're taking home.
Yeah, not a lot.
For the shooting, we earn more for the shooting than the meat.
Very small.
Teal and a wood
I don't know
duck.
if it's worth it to. I don't think it was worth it to stay all night.
Yeah. Do you guys want to load stuff in the truck, or do you want to start handing me stuff out here?
However you want, man. No problem for you.
Let's just check licenses right here. Everybody's guns unloaded?
Yeah, 100%.
Who had the misfire this morning?
I did.
You know what time it was when you had that misfire?
It was like probably 20 minutes. It was dark though.
Yes, it was.
There's absolutely no way you
So-
can shoot anything with that.
So why would you want to have why would you want to be loading your gun?
In fact,
At that
it
time.
was loaded.
Yes.
And I had no idea that it was.
Right.
And I was just making sure, and boom, you know.
Right. Well, luckily for us, no one's dead.
This will be no different than what we do in the fall, other than we aren't armed.
Many hunters are familiar with bans that are placed on Canada geese and other waterfowl. However, a lot of people may not know that upland birds are also banded to help biologists from state DNRs and U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service.
The goal here is we're going to run the dogs. We'll try and find them, and if we can, we'll try and locate the chicks, and we'll put bands on them. Make sure that when we settle them down and leave them, that they're not going to scatter, so the hen will have to come back, and instead of rounding them way up, they'll be right there for her to take charge of and move on to the next location.
Woodcock are migratory birds. The areas where they live are primarily east of the Mississippi River in the United States, as well as parts of southern Canada. Their preferred habitat is a forest of young aspen trees.
Young forest, young aspen stands, alders, trees that are 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 years old, and they tend to nest in the habitats that's in that 20 to 30 year range.
Woodcock banders use hunting dogs to locate the birds that they band and usually only place bands on chicks. The dogs that they utilize need to be markedly better at holding their points than dogs that are used in hunting situations.
If a good dog is a high school graduate, a good banding dog is a college graduate. Their staunchness required is double or triple what it would be in a hunting situation. A hunting situation, the dog's on point, you go over there, you flush the bird goes. Banding situation, that dog might be on point for 5 or 10 minutes while you're looking for the hen. Once you find the hen, now you want to start finding the chicks. And then finally, when you're ready, all the while, the dog's on point.
It's 80-some degrees, and the dogs were pointing birds. Most dogs won't even smell them. And the more the grasses get up, the worse conditions are for them to smell the chicks, you know, because of chlorophyll in the grasses. So they can't smell them. And that's what makes it bad, especially in the heat. And if you're lucky, you get one good banding dog. But, you know, I've had a couple, and Jerry's got Belle, which is one of the better banding dogs in the state.
All woodcock banders, whether rookies or longtime veterans, must regularly study their craft and learn from a team of experts.
Every 2 years, in order to get a banding license or keep your banding license, we have to go to a training seminar. Michigan DNR puts that on. We go through film, we go through studies of how to get the GPS coordinates, because we have to pinpoint the exact section of a county that we have found that bird in. Everybody has to go through that training. I don't care if you've been a bander for 30 years, you don't go to the seminar, you don't band for the next 2 years.
We'll just need to move the dogs out of here in the opposite direction so we don't disturb the fawn. You know, while we were out, we got to see, you know, a lot of other, the spring come alive and see all the other wildlife and wildflowers. And we didn't find a morel mushroom today, but, you know, normally you would.
Michigan Conservation Officer B.J. Goulet has encountered 3 hunters in a boat. 2 of them are experienced, and the third is a first-time waterfowl hunter who borrowed a gun from his friend. His borrowed gun is not properly plugged and consequently can hold more than 3 shells, which is illegal.
How about life jackets? You guys got something in here?
Anyone else else been having much luck out here?
There's kind of pockets here and there. People are doing okay.
Yeah.
Some guys down around the way were set up for geese on a lawn and just pounded on them.
Really? On like, was it their house that they were on?
Yeah.
Must be nice.
Sit down, hey, I'll go sit down.
Or their grandpa's house or something like that. But yeah, they had, what they had, like 16 geese or something like that?
16?
17, something like that.
I only got 2 on me. Thought I had one of the seats that float.
Is it underneath there? Yeah, check underneath the other one.
No, that's the battery box. And this is just
There's nothing.
get us started. That's it.
How long is your boat?
17.
Okay. So once you go over 16 foot, you're supposed to have one wearable for everybody plus a seat cushion.
Plus
okay.
a seat cushion?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just one per person.
Okay.
I don't even have that right now.
Yeah. So it's your boat then?
Yes. Yes, sir.
All right. So I guess let's do this. Seeing that you you know, just we'll say it's your fault that you gave him an unplugged gun.
That's fair.
That's a misdemeanor. All fish and game violations are 90-day misdemeanors. Okay.
Okay.
So instead of sticking a brand new duck hunter with a misdemeanor, how about we stick you with a life jacket ticket?
I can live with that.
Yeah.
In this case, for not having enough life jackets on his vessel, this man paid a court-ordered fine of $140.
You said we need 1 life jacket per guy and a floater?
And a
okay.
and a
So we need
throwable.
6 total. Life.
No, 4 total.
Oh, okay.
3
Okay.
wearable ones.
Where's your thing at?
Yeah, any boat that's over 16 foot, you got to have that. It'll be stamped with the Coast Guard Type 4 throwable, which is typically is just a seat cushion for most people. Unless you want to do the full-blown life ring or something, you know.
Yeah.
Michigan Conservation Officer Ben Lasher is patrolling waterfowl hunters on the opening day for ducks in the South Zone, in the state's District 9. He started his day by settling into a spot to observe hunters before legal hunting hours. Then he heard a firearm discharge when it was still too early to hunt. Later, he contacted the hunting party that was responsible for the early gunshot.
Well, we got lucky this morning.
Pretty good rules. I've been hunting since I was 11.
Okay.
The action was good.
What are you gonna do with your blind?
I can leave it there.
You can leave it there, but you have your name on it. If you're gonna leave it there and not come back for it, that's a problem. Because if our farmers come out here to farm this and their 2x4s get stuck in their combine,
Oh no, I'm coming tonight.
you're gonna come back tonight.
Yes.
Is your name on that stuff?
No, I'm gonna go put it
Well, let me see your driver's license real quick. You left your stuff laying out there. Are you gonna come back for that tonight? Okay. I'm writing this stuff down, so if for some reason their stuff is not removed, I'll know who to contact. I got their information for the guys who were in the blinds, made sure that they understood what the laws were for their blind, that they were going to remove those things at the end of the season, if not before, and if they left them overnight, they'd have to have their names on that stuff. You don't think that that's a serious enough thing to almost shoot your partners? That you don't need to get a ticket out of that? You can't have a loaded gun until illegal hunting hours. Your gun went off at 15 minutes before 7.
Yeah.
So that's 25 minutes before legal hunting hours. You can't have a loaded gun at that time of day.
I had no idea.
I understand that. I think you probably all were pretty shocked when it went off.
Shocked? More than shocked.
Well, it's like I said, we're lucky nobody had to get taken out of the marsh with a hole in them.
Yeah.
So I'm not taking your gun. I'm going to write you a citation for having a loaded gun before legal hunting hours.
Okay.
And I'll explain the court stuff to you when I get done writing that out. Okay.
All right.
Any questions, guys? All right. Thanks for showing me your stuff, and
Thank you.
good luck this afternoon.
Thank you, buddy.
You,
You wanna take a duck?
no, I'm good. Nope.
In this case, for having his gun loaded outside of legal hunting hours, this hunter pled guilty and paid a court-ordered fine of $130.
Ultimately, I ended up writing that one guy a ticket for having a loaded gun before legal hunting hours. And come to find out after running his name through our computer system, found out he's got 4 prior arrests. 1 for attempted to take game outside of legal hunting hours. So it sounds like this may be maybe not the first time he's done this. So if we had followed the law, he wouldn't have had a loaded gun until it was right before shooting hours. He would daylight or much better visibility, and he might have seen what he was doing better and not had an accidental discharge. Get your name on it tonight. I'd appreciate that. And actually just using the blind without your name on it now is a ticketable offense, but I'm not gonna write you a ticket today for that because you haven't left it overnight. But if you leave it overnight, you gotta have your name and address on it or your driver's license number on it, okay? All right, have a good day.